So 28 minutes for the top of the hour. Don't forget to catch Drake this weekend on SNL. He's going to be hosting, and he's the musical guest. But in the meantime, Special K.
God, I wish I was Drake. Anyway.
Kid's winning.
He is.
Having sex with Rihanna and...
All that. Hey, make sure you guys go to my Instagram at SpecialK913. Find out the great things I'm got going on this weekend. Tonight, Augusta, Georgia. Shout out to everybody listening in Foxy 103 up there in Augusta, Georgia. Got 2 shows up there tonight. Everything you need to know is on the Instagram, SpecialK913. Also, tomorrow night down in the ATL, I got a big appearance down there also as well. So make sure you go to my Instagram right now. Check it out. Now, disgraced comedian Bill Cosby, man. You know, he hadn't been in the news lately. Y'all thought it was over. It ain't over. Apparently, he just had a court appearance and where his attorney asked the court to please drop all legal action against him. He's nearly 80 years old. His lawyer says he has been diagnosed with schizophrenia and multiple personality disorder. Now, at the hearing, the judge asked him to state his name. He replied, "I think I'm Big Meech and Larry Hoover." He also thinks he's the Patty Pies guy and started to sing "If Only You Knew" in the courtroom. So, yeah, it looks like those charges are going to be going away here pretty soon. Now, Gary with the T. Gary's in the news also. Gary has new movies coming out later this year. Y'all didn't know Gary was a budding actor. He's actually, and this is a serious role. He's playing in the autobiography of Dr. Ben Carson. Now, Gary is not playing Dr. Carson, but he has been cast in a supporting role as one of Dr. Carson's associates, Dr. Ben Dover. All right, so Gary, I think you'll be good in that role.
You know what? I think so too, honey. I've been rehearsing for it for a while now, so I'm so glad it's finally come to fruition.
I'm sure you have. Now, he also has 2 other movies coming out this year, Rock. He's playing in an LGBT teen romantic comedy called Boy Story. And then there's a drama about a crooked cop who comes out of the closet and tries to seduce his naive young partner called Training Gay. And and then he's doing a remix of a Pixar classic set in modern day Atlanta called The Lion Queen. So we're looking forward to that.
These things sound promising.
Yeah, and finally, I told y'all there was a huge brawl and arrest down in the Dallas area. Brett, this is interesting. It was a huge neighborhood brawl, allegedly, that led to several arrests in South Dallas on yesterday. Now, a Hispanic man identified as Jose Cuervo got into a fight over a parking dispute with his 23-year-old neighbor, Mr. Bud Light, Leight. And Mr. Light's roommates identified as 25-year-old Jim Beam and 22-year-old Johnny Walker, who was black. Now, they jumped in the fight along with Jose's brother, Don Julio. And then Mr. Walker's girlfriend, Tequila, and her father, Mr. Samuel Adams, was there and told Fox News reporter Jack Daniels how the whole thing started. Now, police spokesman Captain Morgan says there's a lot of evidence that alcohol was indeed a factor in the melee. So,
That's great.
Rock, I went a long way for that. I went a long way for that one.
And reached high for that one.
I reached high for that one. And finally...
Yeah, you and Rock T got a lot in common.
And finally, Rock, there was a disturbance and police had to be called out to the Gold Rush Strip Club down in Atlanta, where, incidentally, I happen to be appearing tomorrow night. At the Gold Rush Strip Club earlier this week, when a van from a senior citizen center filled with a dozen old men in their 80s showed up wearing sweatpants and no underwear and fully aroused from taking Viagra. Now, they had seen flyers that the club was having a $10 hookah night. They all had brought cash and were demanding sex from the $10 hookahs. Apparently, they didn't realize that hookahs and hookers are 2 entirely different things. So
They left disappointed, apparently.
Disappointed and aroused. So y'all make sure y'all hit me on that Twitter. And look, check that Instagram, Special K913. And also, you can always go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com to find out where everybody on the morning show has events going on for that weekend. My name is Special K, and I am out.
Thank you very much, my good man.